Yeah. Clincher Crew coming at you here on the 30th of September, 2023. Mom, happy birthday. Me and my man Jeff are here. I'm Chris. We are going to be giving our initial review of the balls we hit about a week ago now. So we got some good notes written down. Hopefully it'll help you guys out.
Cheers.
Cheers. Salud.
Hold on.
Chin chin. Okay. First on the list, the Monsta Pride, the Sinister repaint. This is, just to go over again, 25 ounces, a mid-load. The barrel it's pretty short, 12 and a half inches. Right, and a mid-load, alright, that's important. So, Jeffrey, I'm going to let you go first, because I know how much you love the One Pieces.
Oh, yeah. So, honestly, brutally, I hate one-piece bats. I think it's just more for feedback purposes. I tend to kind of go all over the place. I'm not always one that always hits it on the sweet spot. Occasionally, I get jammed, but most of the time, I always hit it on the end of the barrel, because I'm a pull hitter.
Fair enough.
So, just as you see on the video when we're swinging the bats, I feel it. The sting. It sucks.
Sorry.
But yeah, if I had to give this out of a 10 now, it would probably be a 4 or 5.
It's pretty low.
But,
Alright.
I think I would want to come back to this at a later time.
Okay.
I think we want to kind of do a Battle of the Bats kind of situation,
Yes,
kind of brackets.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe buy a couple more of One Pieces and put them to the test against each other and the composites.
Right. We only got 3 to work off of right now.
Slowly starting,
Mm-hmm.
but we're going to get to it. How about you?
So, I'm kind of the opposite. I prefer a one-piece bat. That's kind of what I look for when I'm searching for a bat. It's a little bit of a dying breed right now. A lot of the bats out there today are 2 pieces. Coming from a baseball background, I just like the feel of one-piece construction. That's just me. I prefer the stiffer feel. This is the 4500. This is they super stiff in the Monsta lineup. Those that are familiar with the Monsta bats, you know about that. Yes, it does give feedback if you miss, absolutely. But for me, I think that kind of helps me out because I know I'm not squaring the ball up if I'm not hitting it in the right spot. If I had to rate this out of a 10, 6, 7. I think if you had asked me this question a year or 2 ago, it might be a little higher. But I think since that time, there's just been better bats that have come out and have performed a little bit better. Now, the bat is great with the Worth Hot Dots, the 52-300 balls. It's not terrible with the clinchers.
I think it hit pretty well with the clinchers, though.
Not bad.
Pop.
Yeah, not terrible. It's 6.5, 7, I'd say. It's good, but would it be my go-to? Probably not.
How many swings do you think are on that bat right now?
So I got this, I want to say, a little over a year ago. It's hit mostly clinchers, so it's not
Fully
broken in the way I'd want it to be. I'd say it's probably got about 50.
50 swings?
50
so that
with
bat
the
is
green
not,
balls.
That bat is not broken in
So
at all.
it's not where it should be, no. Not by any means. No, not at all. I do think if you get another 50 swings on it, it might perform a little bit better.
So our next step would probably be to get a compression test on the bat.
For sure.
And see where we're at and then kind of break it a little bit more. And see
I
where
agree,
we're going.
yeah, absolutely.
But going back to what you were saying, my baseball days.
Correct, yeah.
So you were more of the Easton, Z-Core, Omaha kind of guy?
I've used the Omaha. It wasn't my gamer. So, my high school days, I mean, you've seen it. It was the DeMarini Maxim. That was my bat. Probably still my favorite bat to this day. I still have it in my garage. Yeah.
So so that takes us on to the two-piece composites. So,
Okay.
my bread and butter. I like going to those bats.
Right.
Back in my baseball days, the Easton Connection,
Yeah, that's like one of the
So,
first.
that was one of the
yeah,
first that
was
came
one
out.
of the first.
and that was my go-to. I love that
That's a good
bat.
bat. That was a good bat. Yeah.
So, next bat we used, we'll leave this to you.
Okay. The Proton
Series 2.
Series 2. Now, this is 27 ounces, half ounce end load, and this is a short barrel too. It was 12 and 3/4, so something kind of weird. I like this bat a lot. I think it hit both the clincher balls and the hot dots very well. Very, very well. And I think you and I were saying it's got some of this Monsta technology
Yes.
in it, correct?
Yeah, I remember when I ordered that bat, they were like, oh, we had to send it to Monsta to get it finished, and then we'll send it back to you. So it was definitely a collaboration with Monsta
Okay.
or something going on.
Okay. Oh, yeah. All right. Yeah. So, floating inner barrel technology. So, yep.
FIB.
All right, there it is. Okay. So, if you can kind of see it,
Yeah.
it's both got the FIB
FIBs.
marking on the bottom. All right. There
They
you
got
go.
both short barrels too, so
Yes.
it looks like they're kind of going the similar path there.
Correct. My only issue with this bat, 27 ounces, it feels a hell of a lot lighter
I
than
agree.
27 ounces.
And I'm a heavy bat swinger.
Yes.
So-
Me too. Me too. Yes. And we were just saying before we kind of rolled the camera, the barrel is soft, which is maybe why it comes off so hot, because of the trampoline effect, which again, you guys that play ball, you know about that. I mean, if I
would say the only downside with it being so soft is there are times when I swing with that bat, I feel like I'm going to break it. It's like going to shatter.
Yes.
Like
Mhm.
it just does not
Agreed.
sound right.
Agreed. Yeah, I mean, I felt like I got this around super quick, and I hit a lot of balls off the end. I didn't square up a lot of balls with this.
Yeah, it's hard for me to adjust to that bat. I don't know. I'm struggling
Yeah.
swinging that bat.
Like, I'd be okay going up to the plate with it, but again, I wouldn't grab this. It wouldn't be my first go-to.
No, it looks pretty though. Not
Yeah,
gonna lie.
the
the
graphics
colors,
are cool.
graphics made on Proton, powered by Proton. So, I mean,
It looks like cotton candy to me every time I look
Yeah.
at this bat.
I mean,
But I do like the lizard
yeah.
skin you put on it, though.
Well, thank you. Perfect color.
So, I mean, sorry. So, Jeff,
Yeah.
what would be your rating of this?
Being it a two-piece composite, which I love, I still don't think I get great contact with it.
Okay.
6.
Really?
6.5?
Okay. Wow. Okay.
I'm just not feeling it yet.
Okay.
And this still doesn't have enough swings on it, I don't think.
So you
I would
think
say it's
needs a
about
little more
100
opening up?
swings. It needs opening
Okay.
up, I think.
Okay.
It's another one we're going to put to the test, I think,
Okay.
on the next round when we do like that versus challenge.
Okay.
What about you?
I'm gonna have to go with like 7.
Okay.
I think it performed better than the Monsta Pride. Not a whole hell of a lot better, but a little bit better. I felt like I squared more up than with the Monsta.
You're going to be the good cop, I'll be the bad cop. I'll be the
Again, I'd be okay with any of these bats going up to the plate. Like, I don't hate any of them. I've swung bats that I absolutely freaking hated. It would never swing again. I would not lump these into that category.
On to the next.
Mm-hmm.
And the last one is our Pure Hellfire. This thing, I don't know, I love I just love the bat. I just love the look of it.
That's cool.
So basically, their bats are named after missiles in the military. So, Hellfire missile,
There you go.
which is pretty smart. I mean, I like it. I dig it.
It's a good shtick.
So, when I initially got this bat, I was going to buy the DeMarini, not the Mikan Freak.
That's right. Okay, yeah.
So
yeah,
I
we
was looking at
swayed
Mikan
you.
Freaks, and they didn't have any in my size. So the company that I reached out to was like, you have to get the Pure Hellfire. He's like, these things...
They said that you have to get
Yeah,
it.
he's like, these things are selling like hotcakes.
I mean, yeah, they are. They're sold out.
Yeah.
You just look now. You can't get these anywhere.
So, yeah, I bought the last one that they had in stock, and came a couple days, and I've been trying to break this in as much as I can. Still kind of in that process.
Still good, though. It's good.
Yeah. I'll let you do the description on it, though.
Okay, so this is 27 and a half ounces. So this is actually the heaviest of the bunch here today. 13-inch barrel, half-ounce end load. Now it's got, I don't know if you can see that, PAD. You know, everyone's got a gimmick today. Power amplification device. Kind of sounds sexy.
It does.
I don't know. So this was my favorite of all the bats we swung that day. With both the clinchers and the hot dots. I felt like it hit the clinchers extremely hard. Came off very hot. I felt like I got my best distance with this bat. Clinchers and the hot dots. I mean, again, it's not even fully broken in yet, and I feel like it was hitting bullets, you know, right out of the gate. And we mentioned it in the video when we were hitting. The texture on the barrel. It's very
matte.
Very matte. Rough. I mean, if you compare it to these, it's slick. This has like a glossy finish. You don't see that on this. And, I mean, honestly, I didn't think it would make a big difference. But I feel like it did.
I think so, too. I think it has a better grip on the ball.
I feel like wherever you pitch the ball in, wherever you placed it, I could hit it wherever I wanted. I was going to square it up, no problem. I felt extremely, extremely comfortable swinging this bat. Very, very confident.
So this is the first ASA approved bat from Pure.
Okay.
So it's pretty good for them. I mean, I've never heard of them before.
Right. It'll probably get banned in a week.
I've never heard about this brand before the guy recommended it to me. I'll post a link to the company below in our YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Of where I got this from. Guy was great, knowledgeable about softball bats. They're here for the softball community, which is really cool. Like, you just call them up and
that's awesome.
You could shoot softball bats for a half hour with these guys. I guess I'll go my review first. Love the bat. I could swing this every day. My original go-to is the Eastern Patriot, which is another two-piece composite.
Me too.
No surprise there. There's something about the 2020 Easton bats. Yeah. I don't know what they did with them, but those things are hot.
COVID year, maybe they had a lot to think about. I don't know.
So, out of a 10, I would probably give this an 8.5.
Ooh, okay.
I really love this bat, and as you can see from my swings, I was...
Just the one you put over the fence was
the one
yes, okay.
That last swing, I put over the fence, and it just felt beautiful. There's no feedback to this bat.
No,
it just feels good.
Mm-hmm.
Highly recommend it, and just to let you know that they recommend you not using anything other than 52 core balls on this,
right.
But I think you could get away with using it.
As long as you don't abuse it, you know? And definitely not in colder months.
Yes.
You know, like 65 plus, and don't go crazy.
Yeah. I think they recommended using the Pure Javelin in cold weather for BP.
That's a different bat?
Different bat.
Okay.
So check that out on their websites. We'll check it out. Maybe we'll get it.
Why not? Yeah.
I mean, big BP guys.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll leave it up to you. What do you think about this bat?
Alright, so I mean, I'm with you. I mean, if this bat is laying close to the on-deck circle, I'm probably grabbing it. No question. Probably about the same, like 8.5 or so, you know? I mean, we don't have a lot to compare this bat to just yet. But out of these three, I think this was just head and shoulders above the other two, no question. You know, the weight I think is kind of true, too.
Yeah.
Whereas the Proton was light for a 27, this feels dead on like a 27.5 ounce bat. Right?
Especially with the end load. Like, that bat whips around.
Yes. Agreed.
Whips.
And I think that helps with the clincher balls too. You know, a lot of people will comment, go heavy when you're hitting those balls. The weight kind of helps you get through it.
Because those balls are dead.
Yes, I mean, those balls are terrible. They're restricted flight balls. They're labeled that for a reason. They go nowhere.
See, the first time you, out of the wrapper, you pitch that ball, it'll go. Next inning, completely flat dead. Nothing.
But I'll tell you, like, hitting the ball, the clincher balls with this, I felt like you got a little bit of carry with that.
You get a little bit extra juice to it.
Those, you hit the clinchers, they come off hot, but they kind of die in the outfield, and that's it.
It's like the Proton knuckles a bit.
Yeah, you had a lot of knuckles off the bat.
Yeah. I would say it's flat. Where that, you feel the pop off the bat.
Yes. I mean, you could probably hear the difference in the sound when we're hitting in the video, you know, no question.
So yeah, I mean, granted, I think the Hellfire out of the three are the best that day.
I agree. So right now, this has got the top spot.
Yeah.
All right. Couple more testing. Yeah. See if we can knock it out. I don't know.
So more to come. This is more of our first inaugural video, kind of getting you guys to get used to us.
Getting our feet wet a little bit.
Yeah. So if there's any feedback or comments or anything you guys want to see where we can improve on or make the experience better for you guys, let us know.
Right.
We're here for you. And like I said, we're here for the De Beer clinchers mostly because there's not a lot of reviews out there.
Yeah, there's not a lot of footage of people hitting those balls. And, you know, us guys out here on the East Coast, you know, that's the tri-state area, really. That is what we are regulated to use. You know, if there's something you want us to review, put it in the comments, you know, we'll try.
Even with a different ball, we'll do it for you guys. We appreciate the time you guys spent watching our videos, or video for now, but
more to come.
More to come. Yeah, I guess.
Hit that like button, subscribe, comment below.
Clincher Crew.